Sri Ajay Sriram Garu, Amar Ajmi and Sri Ravi Parasardi, and the giants of Indian industry, brothers and sisters. I am very happy to be amidst you today. I am also feeling happy about the response to this meeting. Friends ask me nowadays that why are you going to too many conferences, and that too organized by different industrial groups. And this conference also, I had that question before me. One is, I always feel that everybody should learn, including ministers. Learn, not yearn. That's one reason. The second reason is, I saw this, your annual conference theme is really very impressive, building India, a shared responsibility. So I thought there is somebody to share my responsibility also, so I came to seek your cooperation. Building India, it's a big word. Bharat ka Punarnirman. That's the need of the hour. We have been lagging behind. I don't want to be political also. I am not criticizing the other regime. But the country could have grown more, would have become strong. But the systems we have adopted, the methods we have adopted, the policies we have pursued, that has resulted in the present system. So we have to learn by experience and then move forward. Now there is a new dispensation, a new hope, new expectations, not new, high expectations. So we are aware of our responsibility, and then these new ideas of our Prime Minister, 100 smart cities, regeneration of 500 cities, housing for all by 2022, Swachh Bharat, then MISI-DC program. MISI-DC is my interpretation, not his interpretation. He said MISI-DC means, as just explained, MI means Make in India, SI means Skill India, DI means Digital India, CI means Green India. I combined it and said it is MISI-DC. These things have generated a lot of interest in the country. And smart city is the flavor of the season. Everybody wants a smart city. But they don't know that it cannot be created overnight. So first of all, to move forward, we have to bring back the economy on rails. That is being done. The finance minister might have dealt with that subject. You should all appreciate that we have inherited a system where we had a fiscal deficit, trade deficit, revenue deficit, current account deficit, governance deficit, about all trust deficit also. Now the trust is come back. The leadership has come back. The economy is being brought on rails. But I know that some of you are impatient. Not now about the government. Things are not happening. They should have moved faster. That's the expectation is there. But you must understand, we are in a system, we are in a democracy. In democracy, I have to take the people with me. I have to take the parliament with me. And I have to take political parties with me. I have to take the press, media also with me. They will be moving very forward. Fast forward. If it is progressively forward, okay, but no, fast forward. Because they want 24/7 making news, breaking news, good news, bad news, nahi to khud unka news. And to catch up with them is not that much simple. They want headline and make it deadline and leave the main line. That is their line. So you please understand, we moved from a system, Soviet model of socialist model. Now we are in a system of, thanks to Narasimha Rao, late Narasimha Rao ji, even Manmohan ji, and more than that the great man Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, who have walked the talk on reforms. And it is his vision which has brought at least this much development. I'm frank, I want to place before you, because the air connectivity, rail connectivity, highway connectivity, rural connectivity, tele-connectivity, television connectivity, port connectivity, the political connectivity brought in the country. That has made the country really look like this. See the Delhi airport, Hyderabad airport, Bangalore airport, Mumbai airport, and see our Chennai airport. Compare. Chennai actually is the most happening place. There is no depth of talent there. Traditionally, very strong place, but you have seen the difference. So he laid foundation for the reforms to move on. Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Unfortunately, he is not well now. And today, the need of the hour is to take it forward and create wealth. Friends, I have a very fancy word. I am very passionate about that. Many people in this country, they say, you must distribute, do this, do that, give this free, give that free, do this one cheaper, reduce. Give and reduce. Point is to give, you need to create first. Unless you create wealth, you cannot distribute wealth. If you distribute wealth without creating, you will become pauper. Today, 43.6% of Indian revenue is going for repayment of interest. This is not my figure. This is a figure given by Sri Chidambaramji on 24th February 2014, which was confirmed by Arun Jaitley also. Both are very highly intelligent people. 43.6% is going for interest repayment. So, today, when I am trying to push certain reforms, I have to go carefully. Take the people along with me. As I told you, all the others also. Without that, it's not possible. You can't do it overnight. If you want to reform, you have to perform and you have to be there. If you are not there, then reform will be only on paper. Some people are doing, do this. I have to get approval, na? I can have it in local Sabha, then go to Lok Sabha. Then what about Rajya Sabha? Otherwise, it will go to Paralok Sabha. This is the reality of the situation. I have to take the local Sabha with me, that means people. Then I have to take Lok Sabha with me, that people's elected body. Then I have to take Rajya Sabha, which is again elected by the people's representatives. And then only I can move forward. That is the system, that is the constitution. So please understand, have some patience. And then this government is only 9 months old. A 9-month baby started walking normally, starts walking. But this government is running. The Prime Minister is practically running. Some time back I said that he don't sleep and he don't allow others also to sleep. He wants accelerated growth. He wants development. He wants reforms. He wants to see that the country moves forward, talks about bullet train, talks about smart cities, talks about this, that and all. So people are wondering. People are expecting, they were happy about it, and some people are critical about it also. My only answer to all of them, because I thought it is a proper forum where I hear here and there and some, pink papers and pink channels. Some of them are little, impatient. Why things are moving very slowly. One of the leading banker also recently said the pace is slow. So the pace system. Try to understand the system. Without that, you can't move. Then you will be called as a dictator. And you cannot be a dictator in present. There is no emergency also. And we don't want to have emergency also. We want urgency, but not emergency. We want to do things faster. We are very clear. And then we are moving in that direction. One single example, whatever is possible through system, those things are being done. This Pradhanamantri Jana Dhana Yojana, 12.37 crore bank accounts in a period of 120 days is something amazing which has never happened earlier in the history. Things are happening now. Now social sector insurance is coming. 1 rupee premium, 2 lakh accident insurance. Another 90 paise premium per day, 330 rupees per year. Then 2 lakh health insurance, life insurance. And then this Mudra Bank for the small and medium sector people who are working, the fellows who sell the dosas by the roadside, the dabawalas, all these things, for them also a new bank. So a lot of things are being done. But simultaneously, as we are also keen that we are living in a global village now, we are aware of the fact that it's LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization is a reality. Urbanization also is a reality. It's moving towards urban. That's why Prime Minister had a vision and he spoke about this urban regeneration and this 100 smart cities. My heart goes to village. But even I have transformed from rural development, I came to urban development now. Whether you like it or not, it's a reality. People are moving to urban areas. Raviji was telling they are coming and some of them are living in slums. But still they want, why? The craze for urban is not because of the name of Mumbai or Kolkata or Delhi or Delhi, this thing. Education, entertainment, employment, economic opportunities, enhanced health facilities are there in urban areas. That's why people want to move to urban areas. So when we understand the reality, the urbanization is going to go more faster in the coming days. We have to plan for urban regeneration to make the people's life more comfortable. Then here in our country, our urban areas or urban governance is not in a good shape, I do admit. After my 9 months going around the country and understanding the situation, even earlier, of course, I have been going around as a party functionary. So we have to take care of this unplanned growth. You need to provide basic facilities and then you need to provide improved facilities and you need to enhance it to further scale. So a smart city, coming back to the topic, smart city, for that you need smart leadership. Smart leader means, I'm not talking of height, weight, tight, boot and suit and coat and hat. I'm talking of a leader with a vision who can take bold decisions. One leader is not sufficient. There is already one leader. You need a leader in every municipality. You need a leader in every urban area. So smart leader. Then secondly, you need smart people who are willing to get reform, who are willing to support good leader, who are willing to implement the government rules and regulations. You need smart administrators, smart rulers, and then smart people also. And thirdly, you need a huge amount of money. That much money is not there with the government and also with the urban local bodies or with the state governments. So you need money. So the smart cities in the coming days, the concept will be mostly on PPP model. Public-private partnership with the people. Earlier it used to be 3 Ps, now we have added 4th P, people also. Without people's participation, nothing will succeed. Because we politicians have made a mind of the people, create a mindset over the years. Sab kaam sarkar karega, hum bekar baithe to chalega. That's the mentality, unfortunately. Everything will be done by government alone. Too much governmentization has resulted in this present situation. So we have to make the people also to understand they also have a role. For that you need transparency and then accountability. We are trying to build it in our new system and the new urban mission which we are bringing. Then friends, the India being one of the fastest growing economies in the world, the pace of urbanization also is set to accelerate in the country in the coming days. That's why the Prime Minister is keen to focus more on urban governance. We are going to have a new national urban regeneration mission and then mission for smart cities. And then with this, because the urban areas are going to be the magnets of for investment, we need private investment. People are evincing interest. 14 countries have shown keen interest to come and work with India on smart cities, and some more countries are also making offer. Indian industry also, various sectors, they are also keen. I am very happy about it. It's a very positive trend. First, we have to change the mindset of the people. Because when you spend money in PPP model, they must be allowed to correct it back. In Delhi, recently I have gone for a small program, replacing street lights with LED. 5 lakh street lights of Delhi are being replaced. The center is not spending any money, the state is not spending any money, the municipality also is not spending any money. The Bureau of Energy, they are going to replace it, and then they are going to collect back the money through the savings in power. That's a small reform. So we have to educate the people on that. And then rainwater harvesting, Chennai has shown the way, in many cities like that. So rainwater harvesting, we want to make it mandatory. For every house must have a small rainwater harvesting system. Then we need to have slowly think in terms of having even water recycling also. Singapore has done well. I myself have visited. India, water is going to be a major issue in the coming days. Forget about the other smartness. First of all, you need water, na? Without water, you can have life without wife, but no life without water. If you decide not to marry, also nobody is going to force. My wife is not here, I can tell safely, no problem. Water is essential. And we are careless that way. So system as such. People also. So we have to think on those. Desalination plants, very costly. As of now, our countries and urban local bodies cannot afford it. One is rainwater harvesting. The second one is recycling of the water. That's the need of the water. And the third one is energy consumption we have to reduce. We have to go for green buildings. And we have to educate the people. We have to bring changes in the urban planning and also housing policy, which we are doing it. And then we need to focus more on sanitation. Sanitation and Swachh Bharat. Some people are saying, Pradhan Mantri ne har ek ko haath mein jhadu diya. हर एक का हाथ में झाड़ू भी चाहिए. साफ करना है, केवल सड़क को नहीं, बाकी भी साफ करना है. कुछ लोगों का दिमाग भी साफ करना है. The system needs cleaning. Definitely, we have no hesitation. And then you come to transport. People, the life of people in Bombay, in Bangalore, in Chennai, or in Delhi is hell. A lot of people are trying to move to outskirts, but even if they go to outskirts, they must come to inskirts, for again work. You can't be outskirt only, then you'll be outcast. So you have to. So problem is because we have never focused on the needed public transport. So the new concept of urban renovation and smart cities, the important component will be public transport. In Delhi, you have 85 lakh vehicles. 85 lakh vehicles. It may be a symbol of prosperity. If I focus more on this thing, some of our friends in the business, manufacturers of automobile, the demand may go down, but no problem. We have to focus more on metro. We have to focus more on circular rail. We have to focus on BRT. That also is part of our smart city concept. Then you need to create the needed greenery in cities, which we neglected. Earlier we have devastated all forests and now we are going for social forestry. This is another weakness in our system and in our country. Now again the time has come, we have to take care of the nature, and one of the best methods is making greenery available and leaving a lot of space in urban areas. That should also become part of it. And then we have to plan for another 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. You need to have a master plan for every city. And the master plan has to be updated from time to time. And it has to be put in public domain and people should be involved in preparing those master plans. You simply sit in somewhere and then you prepare master plan which will not suit the masters. That is, masters are people in this country. So we have to involve them. That also is being done. Then the point which our friends were telling about the clearances is the biggest problem now. PM is talking about red carpet, no red tape, ease of doing business. But unless you translate it and percolate it down to the below at every level, make things easy to get clearances. Recently I had a meeting with 7-8 ministers to get clearance to construct a house in Hyderabad or Chennai or somewhere, Kanchipuram, you need to come to Delhi to get clearance for your house because airport is nearby. You need to have clearance from civil aviation. You need to have clearance from fire service. You need to have clearance from the defense, this, that, environment. So we all sat together. We are trying to work out a system wherein the approvals are minimized. And then, if suppose that in Delhi you have a CPWD, my department, and they have an architecture, national architecture, if he certifies a plan, there is no need to municipality again to certify it. If something is certified here, and then you are going to set up an industry, then again you go to municipality take its own time. So Kerala has done that now. They exempted certain things which are approved by at the national level architects. Architects need not be again gone through by local this thing. That also is now under this thing. That is minimum time, and then for that online application, online approval, online application and online approval, reducing the human contact. You know what happens if the human contact is there? Contact. So we are trying to do that also. Then coming back to this thing, money. Money is a major issue with regard to smart cities, with regard to even urban regeneration. The money is not available and people are not willing to collect money. That's another problem. That's where we are now emphasizing the urban local bodies. You also please raise your revenues. There are municipalities, cities in country which have not enhanced their taxes for last 10 to 12 years. And everybody is looking up. So this smart city concept is going to be, if you are ready only, then you will be selected. This selection will not be because of political consideration. Bloomberg, the New York mayor, came some time back. He said he will support us. He will support us to provide all the technical support, training support, and take some of our mayors and others to states and then show them what is happening there and all. So the cities, the smart cities are going to be selected through a city challenge system. City challenge system. Many people are thinking that Venkaiah Naidu can sanction or the chief minister can sanction. No, it's not going to be in our hands. I want to keep my hands out of this. There will be a city challenging system. Sanitation, what is the gradation? Drinking water gradation, power supply gradation, municipal planning gradation, greenery gradation, and then creditworthiness of that body. Then what is your population? What is your revenue? Then what is the ratio between the expenditure and the employees? Employees ratio and the expenditure, revenue correction. You have today, this irony is that 84% of the municipal revenues is going for salary payment. And some municipalities, you have seen the recent day, this North municipality or East municipality of Delhi said they don't have money to pay salaries to the people. That situation, we must change that. We must, if you have innovative methods, so see the Surat experience. Surat has gone for a ring road. The revenue has gone up with that. Hyderabad has gone for digitalization of records. The revenue, which was 765 crores, has went to 1,035 crores. Same thing happened in Bangalore without revision of tax. So you have to invent new methods and use technology and then bring in more transparency, then your revenue will be generated. That's one part of it. Second, the government also is keen to strengthen the urban local bodies. That is this 14th Finance Commission has set apart 42% of the central money to states plus 5% money directly to urban local bodies to make them strong. That's another source of money. Even I am doing little persuasion with my finance minister also, even on GST, give some share to local bodies. That's my request to finance minister. But let us see what is going to happen. I am trying to persuade him. He is trying to persuade me. He was telling me the other day, he was asking me an interesting question. Venkaiah ji, do you have a solution? I said, what? Everybody is coming to me and saying, plus, reduce this, reduce this, reduce this. Can you find someone who will come to me and then say, increase this? Unless I increase somewhere, I can't reduce it otherwhere. How to go about it? He has got his own problems. As I told you, he has inherited it. Now a peculiar situation has come. The central money, which used to be 32% earlier, now 42% to states, 5% to urban local bodies, 2% for natural disaster, and then 5.5% for judiciary. It's gone now, 49.5% has gone to states. States have taken that money, and now they are saying your central plan assistance grants have been reduced. जितना आटा उतना रोटी है ना, पैसा है तो उतना ही है. पैसा है तो उतना ही है ना. Why then what is great about it? The greatness, please try to understand, the greatness is, instead of deciding what to do and what not to do, what are the priority, we have decided the states must prioritize their priorities in whatever meaningful manner. They want to prioritize it by giving grinder mixie, or they want to prioritize it by providing irrigation facilities, or 24/7 electrical supply and all. They will apply their mind and then take decisions. So friends, government is giving more focus and thrust for improving the life of the urban people, because more and more people are coming to urban areas. There is going to be integrated planning also. And as I told you, by this month end, the smart cities, the consultation process is already over. The expenditure finance committee has cleared it. It is likely to go to cabinet, and any time this month, the smart cities thing will be approved, and it will be rolled from next month onwards, and then the competition, the race starts. It's like a race. You have 110 meters, 220 meters, 440 meters. If you qualify for 110, then you go to 220. Then you go for 220, then you go for 440. Not 420, 440. So the cities must qualify themselves by these standards, by the sitting challenging system. That's how. And once that is done, then I'll be coming to you, or you will be coming to me. And then we have a system, transparent system. We have to go for open offer. And then Raviji was telling me about L1 attitude. Sir, L1, if you don't follow L1, then you'll have Hell 1. So, you know the system in our country. But you have to standardize things. You have to have, first of all, there will be a technical bid and then a financial bid like that. Then you have to also set some standards and then find out whether these companies have already done some work or not earlier, whether they have the requisite qualification, whether they have the modern technology, and what has been the experience with that. All these things also definitely will be taken into consideration. And center will be a facilitator in this. Center will be a facilitator with regard to smart cities, because you know that urban local bodies are governed by urban local bodies, and then state also has an important role. We are in a federal system, but the center will do the hand holding. And then whoever is interested in whichever project, that they can identify them, and then they will have the central government support in implementing these projects along with the foreign companies. A lot of companies also are showing interest because we have allowed now FDI. The friends, I don't want to take much of your time. Your valuable suggestions, the study made by CAA and its friends, that also will be kept in mind. I have a lot of inputs from different organizations in the country. I will just touch one last subject and conclude. Now, this government is moving faster and taking steps, and then the people are criticizing this government is pro-corporate, pro-industry. Should be anti-industry? I want to ask them this question. Should the government be anti-industry? Industry is an important component of India's growth. That has to be understood and appreciated by one and all. Without industrial growth, the country cannot prosper. Because I am here in the CIA meeting, I am not saying this, I will say in the village also. Agriculture and industry, they are like both eyes. If you lose one, then you will be having only one eye. Without growth, as I told you, you cannot prosper. Your children cannot get jobs. And growth means, what is growth? Growth means again industry, business. You have to, but it has become a fashion in this country. People condemn industry in the day, condemn the industry in the day and comfort them in the night. That is the habit of some people in this country, unfortunately. My point is, we have the regulations and rules. Take the safety measures and provide them a level playing field so that they can also become partners in the development. And then we must see, it is duty of the government to see that the fruits of development reaches the poorest of the poor, the downtrodden. The Antyodaya is our philosophy of the government. Antyodaya, uplifting the poorest of the poor, is our priority. But at the same time, to uplift them also, you need rift, na? Otherwise, it cannot happen. It's really unfortunate. I don't know. The people are talking in the parliament also. People are shouting. Narendra Modi, hi, Adani, hi. Or somebody has said on the land record, this government is for Ambanis and Adanis. मैंने कहा भैया ये अंबानी अदानी आपका मेहरबानी है हमारा नहीं है क्या और यहाँ मोटा हो गया क्या I'm sorry to say this, but at the same time, the concerted campaign is going on across the country. That this land acquisition also is only for rich people, for corporate people. I construct a tank in the village, irrigation tank. Who is the beneficiary? Farmer. I construct a reservoir in the rural area. Who is the beneficiary? Farmer. I constructed a road, Pradhanamantri Sadak Yojana, PM. And he brought that national highway. I told him, sir, highway is fine, but there is no way in the village. Think about that also. He was fortunate and then he sanctioned that otherwise because in the village if there is no road, no development, nobody will come. If there is no road, no VDO, DDO, ADO, corrector, doctor, actor, tractor, nothing will go to the village. So you need a rural road also. You need a rural road also. Rural road is for rural people. Electrification for the rural people. High tension line going for the rural people. New railway lines going. Not only for city people, for rural people. New railway lines. For everything you need land. It's a fact, I do admit that we have made enough progress in space. Space research and NASA is doing a great job. But you cannot construct a railway line in the space. There has to be a place. That is land. And as if I am going to acquire land for somebody. What does Narendra Modi requires now? This is, unfortunately, campaign is going on across the country as if we are doing something harmful to the farmers. This is in the interest of the farmers. This is in the interest of the farmers. The Visakhapatnam, Chennai zone, Delhi, Mumbai zone, will add economic growth, will create jobs, and my rural people, my children, my farmers' children, they will be the beneficiaries. They will get employment. And who are these people who are there in urban area? They also have come from the rural areas. Trying to mislead the people is no good. You are not pleased. You are not doing anything good to the people. We in the center are aware of the fact that farmers should be given adequate compensation. That's why 4-time compensation. If you don't want to follow this law and you want to have the same law, you can follow. The liberty is given to states. And thirdly, one employment for the affected families is made mandatory, which was not there earlier. And a lot of people have written to us, we did not take any unilateral decision on this. This was because of a lot of exercise. The Maharashtra Chief Minister, earlier Chief Minister, written to Prime Minister, the Rural Development Minister. We have the letters with us. Sri Anand Sharma, Commerce Minister, one of the seniors in Parliament, a knowledgeable man. As a Commerce Minister, he wrote to Prime Minister, with the present law, the acquisition will come to a halt. Infrastructure growth cannot happen in this country. 32 union territories and chief ministers and revenue ministers met in Delhi under the leadership of Nitin Gadkari, the then Rural Development Minister, and made recommendation that it needs changes. So after wider consultation with the states, with the concerned people, the government have brought this new law. Even after bringing the law also, there was a lot of criticism. We made 9 changes. After these 9 amendments are made, then the Lok Sabha has approved it to 3/4 majority. 3/4 majority. And they are saying you are bulldozing it. 3/4 majority approving in Parliament, is it bulldozing? I am not able to understand. And people with 40 members, they want to bulldoze everybody. ये तो हम अलाउ नहीं करेंगे. ये हमारे लिए स्वीकार नहीं है. And people have voted for growth. People have expectations. They want jobs. I want my rural people also to become partners in the development. You cannot neglect them for long. So for that, they also need growth. They also need water. And our party policy is water to every land, work to every hand. Har kheti ko pani, har haath ko kaam. This is what Deen Dayal Upadhyaya said. So we want to see that the rural areas also get prosperity. Industry, businessmen also is partners in the development of the country. We have no hesitation at all. We don't feel shy at all to meet any of the businessmen. We meet them in daytime. There is no problem at all. this sort of a campaign. We are supposed to be a matured country after 68 years of independence. Then we use these cheap tactics of trying to brand somebody as a corporate this thing. The Prime Minister knows what is the poverty. What are the difficulties of the common man? He wants to uplift them. All of us also. I walked 3 kilometers a day during my childhood to come to school. I never had the fortune of going to Doon school and get dooned. I studied in a village school and came up to this level. With that background, I came here up to this level. My all colleagues in the ministry also, they're all working hard. But unfortunately, this sort of a negative propaganda, as if we are doing something wrong and then we are committing a sin. We will never do anything wrong which is against the interest of the people. For 9 months, nobody can put an accusing finger against us. No scam, no scandal anywhere. No scam and no scandal anywhere. On the other hand, because of the efforts of our great Prime Minister, our transparency, now we have 2 lakh plus crores in coal auction, 1 lakh plus crores in 2G. मैं बताना चाहता हूं मित्रों को, जी देखिए 2G क्या है जी, आपको ये समझ में आएगा. And then people are saying, and I got the bill passed in Rajya Sabha of the Mineral and Mines and Coal Mines Act. Then some friends criticize saying these people have sold out. The other parties which opposed initially, we made them to understand these 2 bills are going to benefit the states. So naturally, people in the states told them, why, and it's going to benefit our state, why are you opposing it? That's why they supported. And you brand it as if there is something behind that. In a democracy, we have to be influenced by public opinion, and we are doing it in a more transparent manner. Everything is done in transparent manner in this government. So that means I only request our friends, please understand the message of the people. People want growth. People want development. They don't want small things to dominate and then go on. Everything is being tried to converted. I feel really sorry. I come from a grassroots level. And yesterday, then again, some people are talking about even the Chief Justice conference also has become controversial. How can you have it on Good Friday? Sir, 7 years back it happened. No answer. At that time, Modi was not there. BJP was not there. 2007, same thing happened. No answer. And then, United States of America, 94% Christians, no holiday for Good Friday. But they are all bad people or what? And on Ram Janmabhoomi, Sri Ram Navami, which is very pious to Hindus, birthday of Rama, there is no holiday, courts work. Vinayak Chaturthi, courts work. My Sankranti, for South Indian people, Pongal, Sankranti, courts work. Supreme Court do not give holiday. And then New Year Day, Ugadi, Yugaka Adi, beginning, courts work. That is the system in this country. And we try to be, secularism is in danger. Secularism is in danger. What is secularism in danger? I am not able to understand. And usko, I can understand if there is a problem, internal problem, okay. Some people are trying to link it to government. Government. Modi aaya, Good Friday bhi kaam karna pada. You know, doing good things, yeah, be happy. Disinformation, a lot of disinformation. Disinformation pains us. Please, friends, I am sharing with you because you are also keen, you want to share the responsibility of growth of the country. There is a very condemnable thing that happened in Bengal. A nun was raped who has come to do service. She has been raped. Then hue and cry, Hindutva forces and all. At the end of it, the police have arrested the accused people. The number 1 accused is from Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Belonging to a particular community. And that fact came out. Mum. Nobody's. Mum and nun. Nobody is speaking now. In Bombay, there was an attack recently. Accused were arrested in 48 hours. And who are the accused? There was a private dispute between 2 groups. And they thought that church authorities have complained against them. That's why there was some attack occurring. And then again, insecurity. Modi aaya, sabko insecurity aaya. Kuch political लोगों को insecurity आया, हम लोग क्या करें? Even in Delhi also 5 incidents have taken place. Even a small incident, pelting a stone on a place of worship, church or gurdwara or mosque or temple, it should be condemned by one and all. Then now the Home Ministry says, There was, at same time, there were 203 burglaries in temples. Nobody is worried. Because temples, they do not cater to vote bank politics. This is unfortunate. I have friends, I thought I should open up and then share some of these things with you. I'm sorry. The focus of the issue today is smart city, but smart city also needs smart people, smart leaders who are positive in mind and also in action. This sort of a negative campaign will not add to any smart thing in the country or smart cities also. I'll be eagerly looking forward to work with the industry in the coming days and once this smart city concept is rolled out by next month. Thank you very much. Namaskar and Jai Hind.